What's up, everyone? It's Chris from Southern Oregon University's BA 436 class. I wanted to talk a little bit about a video that we watched. Its title was 95% of You Will Ignore This 2018 Marketing Strategy. It was actually a keynote speech that Gary Vaynerchuck did. Um, and I've seen his name a lot in advertisements on mostly Instagram, but I've never really spent much time looking into who he is. I've watched one or two of his videos, but never really got the context behind them. So I took some notes during the video, and then also did some research onto who Gary is. He's a entrepreneur, author, speaker, and internet personality. He was first known as a wine critic. He grew his parents' company from 3 to 60 million in a matter of, I believe, it was 5 years, and that's kind of how he got his foothold in the industry of marketing. And he was best known for digital marketing, specifically with social media. He now leads VaynerMedia and VaynerX. In 2016, VaynerMedia grossed 100 million in revenue. They do a lot of work with Fortune 500 companies, and I really liked Gary. Um, I think I'll spend some more time watching some of his videos and some podcasts, which I'll get into a little bit later, on some things I took away from his video. The uh, the first important thing I learned was talk to those who comment on your posts. He kind of started out his speech with this, telling people who have a product to go back on their Instagram page and make sure you reply to um, anyone who has commented on any of your posts. I definitely think that's something that can be helpful for a business, no matter what size you are. I think you should come up with well thought out responses to these, and not just the same response for every single person. I think you should. This is something you should spend some time on. It really helps your consumers or your customers feel like you actually care about them, and hopefully that will lead to return customers depending on what you're offering. A second thing I learned from the video was um, that the market's changing from video to audio, and this was kind of the thing I was talking about earlier with podcasts are actually increasing, and this is making videos, marketing videos, the audience drop, and so I think it's important to start creating podcasts. Um, I haven't actually spent. I don't think I've ever listened to a single podcast, so it's something I think I'm going to start looking into, which is weird because I do a lot of landscaping work and stuff like that, and I think it's definitely um, could be beneficial to me to start listening to podcasts while I'm working. And the third thing I learned was that Facebook and Instagram, um, kind of the companies that focus on those two forms of social media, Gary was thinking that that's kind of be one of your biggest factors in success. Um, they have the biggest audience, and he was saying he really focuses on Facebook for the audience of 50 to 80-year-olds, because they spend a lot more time actually consuming the information they see, whereas younger people between their 20s and 30s or whatever, they'll be just scrolling through and not really paying attention. And then what I found interesting was his idea of the market for ads in apps like Snapchat is mostly people below 20, um, and I've seen a few people that are older than 20 who also use Snapchat, but I probably know more 20-year-olds than people older than that. So I think um, it could be accurate that Snapchat's mostly used for people who are more younger, under 20. So those are kind of the important things I learned, and I look forward to watching a few more of his videos and following what he does in the future. Thank you.